Hello, I'm Emma, and this is Wizard Bikes, a custom frame building company here on Vancouver Island. This is vlog number 10. I can't believe we've made it this far. Thank you to everyone who's checked out the channel so far, and thank you to anyone where this is your first video. So this week in the vlog, we've got a fork to build, and then I went to a market last weekend, and I filmed some footage from that. Unfortunately, I realized pretty much as soon as I started filming when there was customers there that taking payments on my phone and filming on my phone was going to be impossible. So I didn't get as much footage as I wanted to, but thanks for stopping by, and let's build a fork. Okay, so this fork that we're building today is 520 millimeters long, so it can replace a 29er suspension fork. But since it's 520 millimeters long, that means not only is it realistically the longest axle crown that I can do on my fork jig, it's also damn near the longest this tube is for, which is nice. So it means I get to keep all of the butt section of the tube, all of this thick butt section, so it'll keep it nice and strong. And my general rule for these forks is when it's all done, I want to line up the top of the fork leg with the crown race. So that means we only have to trim a little bit off these forks. So let's get this side mitered, and then this side we'll throw a bevel on. So I was just sliding my work stand over, and after years of service, one of the bolts finally snapped, and this Cobra frame jig is not light, so it's sitting at a nice lean right now. So it's detour time. Let's fix this shit. And just like that, 35 minutes later, 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of 3 bolts holding my stand together, there was 2 M6s and then 1 M5, and then an empty hole from the previous owners of this stand. And you can see the original holes were drilled in the wrong spot. So I had to like re-drill them, and then like fought with the rotary Dremel, put like a flat spot for the head of the bolt to sit on so it sits flush with the ground. But it should be a lot more sturdy now. When I'm cutting the struts for the upper section of the fork blades, I need to be able to get the struts to have a bit of roll between the fork blade and the steer tube, and I accomplish this by doing this here. I use two blocks and I roll the tube to 5 degrees ish, and then I'll loosen off the original clamp and put it down on something flat, and then you can see now that the original miter is offset by 5 degrees. and it's Saturday morning, which is a weird morning for me to be filming in. But this weekend is the Victoria Queer and Trans Farmers Market, and I've got a table there, and so does the art department, Ape. So let's load up the van and head to the market. Yeah, I do make them. So the material is a sailcloth material, so they're fully waterproof, they're incredibly strong, and you can wear them like and then they have this extra strap on the front, so when you lean over, the bag doesn't swing around. The small one is $145, and then the big ones are $200. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That's the one? That'll be $6, please. Yeah. I should have a card reader if I know where I put my phone. I don't know where I put my phone.
I left my phone at home and thought that I left it over at the garage.
Oh, that's so funny. $20 for that. Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's a safe house. Okay, sweet. Those ones are $30, and I can do cash or card. Welcome to the end of the week. It's Friday, and we finished up this fork. It's a 520 mil axle to crown, suspension corrected, tapered steer tube, bike packing fork. I think this is going on a Noli, but I don't actually remember. I think that's all I have for you in this outro. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed coming to the market with me, and we'll see you next week. Next week, we'll be back to building some frames, some forks, and all that fun stuff. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. It really helps. And we will see you next week. Bye!